You're good.
Cool.
All right, say like, comment, subscribe,
Like, comment, subscribe.
and give it like a wink, kind of. Yeah, just like that. All right, so what's your name?
Brandon.
And like, tell me about yourself.
I come from Orlando, Florida. I have always worked like office jobs and very light-handed work. And now all of a sudden, I'm here in SliverBay trying something different.
You did office shit.
Yeah.
So like, why? You said I know you're like saying you wanted to try something different. I feel like that's not really an answer to the question, though.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just kind of something people say. So why are you really here, like doing the 16 hours every single day?
Yeah, I mean, definitely money. And then I wanted something different. I've got a year until 30, so I really wanted to try to experience like a new frontier, and where better than Alaska, for sure.
Like, how are you liking that SliverBay so far? Like, how do you think?
It's a mix. It's I've been here for almost a month now, and things are hard. It's really hard. You think you have the mindset for it, and then you find out that you really don't, and then you have to create that mindset. So that's tough. It's really tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you like ever thought about giving up, or are you just going to try to fight it through?
I know I'm gonna fight it through, but I do think about giving up every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every single day.
All right, so tell people like what you see, because wait, let me finish this. Because like, there's a lot of people who say there's like a lot of discrimination against the non-Hispanics. There's also people who say they don't see that shit at all. They're just favorite people, like favoritism. What do you think?
So spoken as a half Hispanic myself,
You're gonna have to speak Spanish after you say this. Like,
there is an in and an out group. And I don't know if it's necessarily intentional that anybody's necessarily thinking to themselves, I'm going to put the Hispanics in this group and all the other non-Hispanics in that group, but there is something to be said for a likeness of being able to speak the same language and having that method of communication. So it's a tough answer. I don't know if I have the right answer, but I do definitely notice that there is maybe some not intentional separation between the two groups, for sure.
well, like, I will say this. Like, I know for sure some people. I know for sure that like they do it because with the Ukrainians, I've never seen a Ukrainian, but they're all in the same location. Because the lead, not manager. That there's a difference between a lead and a manager here. The lead speaks Ukrainian, and if no one else speaks Ukrainian, how can they teach them the job?
For sure.
So like, I kind of agree with you there. Where like, it's more like it's not discrimination against us. It's just more of the language.
It is the language, 100%.
All right, now say something in Spanish.
Bueno, ¿qué quiere que diga? Yo hablo español, yo soy boricua, quién sabe.
Necesito hablar algo americanos, no sé. Like the slang.
Ay, huele bicho, ¿qué estás haciendo con esa mierda ahí? ¿Qué estamos haciendo, cabrones? Ay, no sé. Ay, mira cómo estoy tomando un poquito, me siento bien.
All right, tell us about your paychecks now.
Yeah, for sure. So, paychecks are good. They're not as good as you think they're gonna be, but they are good. Yeah, probably not. I think we're all looking for a miracle. A lot of people who came up here didn't come up here because they chose to come up here. They came up here because they have to. And
I'm gonna stop you like right there. We need a number, bro. Like,
yeah.
People have like sore attention spans now.
Yeah. I had 100 hours on the first paycheck. It wasn't all overtime, so I got about 1,700 after room and board, taxes, so on and so on.
It was that the day we were doing? Was that the week we were doing like 8-hour days, or
yeah, it was.
Was that the day when we like did like half 8, half 16?
Yep, that's exactly.
That's the one. Yeah.
So I got 1,700, and then this paycheck I think I'm expected to get around 39 after taxes and everything. So I mean that's where we are. Yeah.
And then like you see down your UKG.
Yeah.
Okay, so for everyone who doesn't know, the UKG is like the money system here.
Yeah.
The time system and the money system have been terrible this year. But they did say they're going to change it immediately back to the old system because it's been super, super bad this year.
Thank God.
Extremely bad.
Extremely bad.
Yeah. But he said on his UKG, you said 39?
Yeah, I'm at 39.
Yeah.
for like
Yeah.
a full-ish weekend. Shorter few hours, but yeah.
Yeah, so that's not like it's not really a guesstimate. It's just him trying to remember what he saw.
Yeah. And that's not for, I'm sorry, that's not for a week, that's for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And also, for anyone coming here, you can change your payment methods to like every single week or 1 week or once a month, but you have to like go to the kiosk thing. They don't tell you about it.
Oh,
You gotta like look around. That's why it's like so important to ask questions about finance.
I never do
And
that.
like, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
So hey, you should watch my videos. All right, tell them about the work. What do you do all day?
Yeah, so I work over in what's called Case Up. So what I'm doing is I kind of float around. I'm lucky enough to be able to move. Not everybody does get to move
Barely
around.
anybody. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat that. Barely anyone moves around. Most people stay in the exact same spot.
Yeah, so that is
Like-
true. I happen to learn how to repair a lot of the different machines while I was here. So they give me the freedom to be able to move from one line to the other line to other different parts. So I can basically do everything in Case Up. And that's it. So I break a lot of the ice blocks. I repair the sewing machines. I repair the industrial printing machines for the labels. And I do the sewing. I do basically everything in there that can be done. I do. So that's what I do. And we pack up all the fish when it's ready to head out.
All right. Another question. Do you feel like the work is worth the pay? Because I'm going to say my answer, I honestly do not feel like it's worth it. Because I do heavy shit all day.
Yeah.
But you're not a big guy. You're a skinny dude. You're smaller. They're not going to see you doing the same stuff I do.
Yeah, no, that's 100%. For me, no, I think it should be just a little higher. I do. I really do think it should be just a little higher. For sure. The work is extremely hard. I think there's a lot of skill that comes into it. If you do get put into a certain area, it's because you know how to do it well. Yeah, I don't think it's enough.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? Is this your first one?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? When I was at Peter Pan, the work was it was bad, but it never was like to the point where it is here. And they were doing 12-hour days, not 16, so I actually had time to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
But when I was over there, I felt like the pay and like the work was pretty even. But here, I feel like it's not even close.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, I think this is probably going to be the toughest I'm ever going to work in my life.
And how many people have you seen quit?
Well, I know for a fact we started with about 500 people.
You know this for a fact.
For a fact.
So
yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah, this is coming from like upper management and things like that.
Okay.
We started in our group with about 500 people, and we right now I think have about 240 in the original group.
And like, bro, I can't stress enough how like many times I walked into work and I swear to God, half the people quit.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's
Like-
exactly.
It literally looked like every other machine had someone manned, and it's supposed to be manned by everyone at all times.
Yeah,
Like it was
bad.
ridiculous. Yeah.
it's very bad.
And they said this is like the worst season they ever had.
Yeah, everybody's saying that. We have a lot of people who came last year who are saying the same exact thing, that this is a really bad season.
And like, there's also saying, even like the pros who've been here for like 6 or 7 years, they're quitting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like it's fucking crazy.
Oh, 100%.
And like for me, I'm done because they said the same thing at Peter Pan. They said this is the worst year they had. Now I'm coming to SliverBay. This interview is probably like the last interview I'm going to do. I'm done with seafood processing. So yeah. But yeah, do you have Instagram?
I do.
What is it?
It is Brando Hell with a 0. So Brando Hello, but with a 0.
We're going to put it on the screen so people can get it.
Beautiful.
All right. And can people like ask you questions?
100%.
Yeah.
Anytime. Yeah. Definitely.
All right. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe.
All right. See you next time.